You're living on autopilot because you don't have a clear direction of where you're going, and there's no balance between your inputs and your outputs in your life. Hi, my name's Elena. I'm a therapist, and a couple days ago I made a video about how to know if you're living on autopilot and the steps that you can do to slowly break out of it. We started off with a little challenge where you're to monitor every single thing that you're doing for 24 hours of your day and notice any thoughts or feelings that come up when you're doing those specific activities. This video is part 1 in a 7-step series of how you're going to fully break out of autopilot and live a meaningful life, but you need to go revisit that video and do that challenge first because that is sort of the baseline. Now that you've collected data about your life, you know what's going on in your day-to-day, and you know how you feel and think about it, we can really get into what can be different so that you can break out of that autopilot. Day 1, you're going to audit all your inputs. Essentially, if something doesn't add to where you're going, it's holding you back. And you may not know exactly where you're going right now, but look through what you felt throughout your day and know any categories that made you feel more negative than positive emotions. This could include activities where you felt tired, drained, exhausted, angry, frustrated, sad. Take a note of all of those. Then you want to get really clear and ask yourself, why do I think I felt that way during that time? And I'll give you an example. Let's say you spent an hour on your Friday evening scrolling on social media, and after that, like during that time, you were feeling super restless, a little bit anxious, maybe a bit agitated. The reason as to why this could happen is maybe there are subtle comparisons going on between you and the people that you see online, and it's making you feel like you're not satisfied with your life. I know that we may feel negative emotions about the things we need to do, such as work, school, cook, clean, take care of ourselves. Let's also look why that's happening there. If you feel negatively about your job, what aspects of it is that concerning? Is it the actual work that you do? Is it the people that you work with? Is it the conditions or the context of maybe you like traveling to work? What actually is it? With all of these realizations and uncovering all these, there's 2 things that you can do. Number 1, if this is something that you absolutely do not need to do, this is your cue and your signal to disengage in it. If you don't have to spend time with that coworker that you don't like, stop doing it. If you don't have to scroll on social media, you have to find ways to replace that with something else. Now, if this is related to things that you need to do, then you need to think of some solutions as to how you can make this experience a lot more enjoyable for yourself. Because when we enjoy things, when we're feeling pleasure, when we're feeling excitement or happiness, or even just feeling something neutral is better than feeling something negative. And it also helps with being more mindful and not so much in that autopilot. The reason why is because if every single day, let's say you go to work and you hate your job, eventually it's kind of like your brain almost tunes it out. It numbs it out because it's not happy. It doesn't want to be there, right? But if we can find some things that might tweak the way that you either think about your job or your career or your future or your school or whatever it is, it may help you feel a little bit more present and mindful in those situations. And with that new present mindful energy, you can work more towards the goals that you want. So step 1, come back on Sunday for part 2.